How's your bank account looking these days, folks? Apparently, Americans they're up a little bit. And they're up in large part because the stock market up about 31 points right now on the big board on a Friday. And when massive foreign trade deals are made, they are done in U.S. dollars, which serves as the world's reserve currency. Now the UN is backing a plan to change all of that and create a new global currency. If that's the case, what does it mean for you? David Lee Miller is live in New York. David Lee, good morning to you. How serious is this idea?
Right now, it is not very serious, but it still poses a threat to the U.S. This, of course, is what we're talking about, the U.S. dollar. And who doesn't love the U.S. dollar? Well, as you point out, apparently some economists at the United Nations, they issued a recent report at the UN Conference of Trade and Development just a few days ago. And that report said that part of the world's recent financial crisis is to be blamed on trade imbalances as well as the current system of currency and capital rules. But like it or not, Bill, the dollar remains the most popular currency in the world. It is the standard by which all other currencies are judged. When you trade commodities anywhere in the world, what do they use? They use the U.S. dollar. Beyond that, just about every country has reserves in the event of a rainy day, and those reserves are U.S. dollars. Why U.S. dollars? Because they are seen as the most stable. But critics point out that developing countries that have dollars are essentially giving the U.S. an interest-free loan. And now, if the UN were to get its way, that would be not only a blow to U.S. prestige, but it could also cause problems with the economy if trillions and trillions of dollars theoretically were to be poured into the world economy. Niall Gardner of the Heritage Foundation points out that the UN, with this report, is essentially just taking another swipe at the United States. Here's what he had to say.
This is certainly a direct assault by the United Nations on American global power. This is certainly an effort, I believe, to try and undermine the dollar as a global currency. And the United Nations does have a long track record of anti-Americanism. This is just the latest example of the UN taking a swipe against the United States.
And one other very quick concern, the chorus against the dollar could grow if, as some critics say, the Obama administration continues to increase the U.S. deficit. But if there is going to be any change, Bill, it could be years or even decades away.
Wow. David Lee, thanks. David Lee Miller live here.